meeting different people, having the freedom to wake up when you want, move how you want. This idea of building long-term legacy is such horseshit, dude. Nobody's going to remember you. Like, how do you not get that through your fucking head? Nobody's going to remember you. Like, if you go to your funeral, if you're able to watch your funeral from a 3D perspective, and you were able to witness the 48 hours of everybody that attended your funeral, I can give you a very fucking clear breakdown of what would take place. Shall we? You die. With all your accolades and with all your reputation and with all the companies that you've built and with all your legacy. Everybody arrives. They celebrate you for 30 minutes, talk about the good shit that you've done, the nice things that you've done, who you are. And then what? Well, everybody gets hungry. Well, now the family no longer has to worry about your dead ass and your dead ass is buried. Now we have to figure out how we're going to feed all of the guests. Now, half of the guests get text messages. They got to make sure that they make it home before 5 p.m. because the kids are going to be home. The other half need to make sure that their work is done because they got to clock in the next morning. Half of the motherfuckers didn't even show up because they had something to do and they couldn't make it. And you're living your entire fucking life to build legacy, to please people, or to somehow feel boasted that you're going to leave something behind. No, not at all. The people that you interact in real time with, that's what matters. Like the conversation that I have with you, do you leave a better man before you interacted with me, or do you leave worse? And that's all I can control is the present moment, my ability to be extremely present with you right now and give you my fullest potential and give you my fullest of everything right now. This is life. This is my legacy. The ability to, this is it. There's nothing else exists. This is the most important thing for me right now. Why? Because I'm investing the only thing that I have, my time, into it. So it's in this moment where you truly begin to live and understand that all the shit that you can get, all the shit that you can build, all the accolades, the degrees, the plaques, they're all man-made bullshit fantasies. It's all man-made fantasies.
See, doesn't a part of you feel like that's like straight up monkey behavior? Like a lot of the shit that we do as humans.
Monkey see, monkey do. It's the name of the game.
So it's like, it's not that far of a stretch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of see it a little bit.
I mean, yeah, but you could also say that about every other animal that runs around in a herd mentality. You know, you could say that about sheep that run around and they fuck up. Yeah, there's a reason why the Bible talks about humans as sheep, right? And it's because most people follow. The problem is who they follow. Most people follow followers. That's why they get nowhere. They're not following leaders. They're not following their own guidelines, their own goals, their own promises. No, they're following the culture. They're following the other sheep. They're following the other monkeys, right? Yeah. So the issue isn't so much so this idea of nature versus nurture. Or people have a natural tendency towards kind of like a group mind or a hive mind. It's the fact that people have no self-identity because they don't know who they are, that they have to fit in somewhere because that fitting in tells them who they are. That's why you have left wing, right wing, political person A, political person B. Dude, when people come to me like, "What's your political affiliation?" I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, I've been voting Democrat or Republican my entire life. I'm like, the fuck you talking to me about, bro? Like, you don't even know who's this, who's that, what's happening in the world. You just found your identity in this thing that happens to have a few things in common with you, and they snatched you like that. Right. So you're not an autonomous individual. You're just a cog in somebody else's plans, because somebody's running that shit. So you're either building and forging your own story in the present time in your circumstances, or it'll be forged by another person. You'll either program yourself or somebody will program you.
I think that's one of the things I'm really grateful for that I didn't see. Like when I first moved to the US, maybe you can relate to this as well. I was, kind of upset. Obviously, I had my whole life like in Chile, and then I moved here, and it was all new. But I feel like that helped me just not have a sense of identity, because I just went to a completely new place that is totally different, and I think it really helped my mind just open up and think a little bit bigger, get like a whole new perspective. Would you say that's how it happened with you, or when did you start sort of thinking for yourself?
So I've been to 50 countries, and when you travel, you acquire what I like to call data sets.